Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Once upon a Christmas Eve, Scrooge was counting money. Ebenezer Scrooge, a greedy, grasping, gruesome old man. It was so cold inside, his face looked frozen. He cared for no one, and now his old friend Marley was dead. No one cared for him. His clerk, Bob Cratchit, shivered in that icy office. "Might we light a fire, sir?" "Certainly not," said Scrooge. Two gentlemen came by, collecting for the poor. "Let them starve," sneered Scrooge. Then a red-nosed carol singer tried his luck. "Be off with you," snapped Scrooge. "Merry Christmas," said Bob Cratchit as they left work that night. "Bah, humbug," said Scrooge. Scrooge was heading for bed when every bell in his house started to ring. "Who's there?" Scrooge asked in a quavery voice. "Scrooge," came the ghostly reply. "Scrooge." "Marley," Scrooge said, "is that you?" "Change your ways or pay the consequences," warned Marley's ghost. "I cared only for money," moaned Marley. "Now only money and misery are my only company. Clanking chains and clinking cash boxes for all eternity." "What a dreadful wail of torment!" The ghost of Marley turned to go. "No, wait," cried Scrooge. "What's that got to do with me?" "Tonight you will be visited by 3 ghosts. Listen to them and you might just save yourself." "What nonsense," said Scrooge. On the stroke of 1, Scrooge woke to see a spirit staring at him. Who are you?" Scrooge stuttered. "I am the ghost of Christmas past. Get up and walk with me." They floated to a deserted schoolroom where a lonely boy sat, hunched on in the gloom. "That poor boy is me," murmured Scrooge, in surprise. "Oh, I wish I'd given that carol singer some money." And what with a whisk, a whirl and a twirl, they were off to a dance. "It's my old boss, Fezziwig. He knew how to throw a Christmas party," said Scrooge, and sat there with Scrooge's sweetheart for so many years ago. "I cannot marry you, Ebenezer," she wept, "for you love nothing else but money." "No more memories," shouted Scrooge as he slammed down the ghost's hat hard on his head. The ghost sank to the floorboards with a sigh. The clock struck again and a second ghost appeared. "Merry Christmas, Scrooge. I'm the ghost of Christmas present. Celebrate with me." Scrooge and the spirit soared through the air, seeing Christmas joy wherever they flew. It lit up the night like stars in the sky. In ground houses all around town, people were eating and drinking and having a good time. Even the Cratchits, with a simple meal for their Christmas feast, were full of cheer. "God bless everyone," said Tiny Tim, the youngest child. "He looks very pale," thought Scrooge. "Is he ill?" The spirit's response echoed in his head. "If things go on as they are, he won't see another Christmas." Somewhere a clock chimed and the spirit faded away. As Scrooge shivered in the darkness, he saw a hooded phantom coming closer. Are you the ghost of Christmas yet to come?" asked Scrooge. The phantom said nothing, but pointed a bony finger. A group of men were all talking about someone. "He's dead and good riddance. No one will miss him." No one even liked him. "Who is this man they're talking about?" Scrooge asked. "This unfortunate, unmourned soul." The spirit stayed silent, his bony hand pointing towards a gravestone. Trembling, Scrooge read the name engraved on it and looked at the spirit in horror. "Ebenezer Scrooge." "No," he begged. "Don't let me die, hated. I can change. I will change." He ran to clutch the spirit's arm, but it turned into his bedpost. "I'm alive," he shouted, leaping for joy. "Alive!" Scrooge raced to the window. "What day is it?" he shouted. "Christmas Day, of course," shouted back a boy on the street. "Buy me the biggest goose you can find," Scrooge ordered, "and hurry." The boy was soon back. Scrooge chuckled with glee. "I'll send it to the Cratchits. What a surprise they'll have." Everyone had a surprise, for Scrooge did change. What was more, from that day on, he kept Christmas in his heart all year round.